What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you stopping by for the first time, do me a real quick favor. See that red subscribe button down below? Go ahead and push that and show your support for the channel. Those of you stopping by that have been here before, welcome back to TLTG Reviews, my friends. Glad you came see me. So, kind of an impromptu video. I went and checked the mail earlier and got a surprise package. I knew it was coming. I just did not know when because I didn't have tracking. So I figured we'll go ahead and do my first impression on 3 new fragrances from Mo from Scent Nation. It's from the house of Darna. Stay tuned. So, Mo sent me out 3 decants of 3 of his fragrances. So this is Darna Signature, Darna Alpha No. 1, and Darna Arabian Oud, which I'm sure is going to be Oud. I have not checked the notes on the website or anything like that, but as you can see, 2 of them did leak, so I could smell them heavily. And there's a familiarity to them. I'm going to be completely honest with you. So we're going to go ahead and spray them on the strips and see what we get first. So I marked the strips already, so we can go ahead and distinguish what's what. But let's go ahead and smell Signature first. One real good spray. Shout out to you, Mo. Appreciate you sending these over to me. There's a strength to this. It's got a familiar freshness to it. Very fresh opening, a citrus opening. There's lavender in here. It's definitely aromatic. I can smell the lavender. It's kind of difficult on the test strip, if I'm being completely honest, because it's so fresh. Spray the top of my hand. I guess I'm just going to have a few spots. Yeah, that's got a soapiness. That's a soapy lavender, for sure. There's a distinguishing kind of sharp note to it. And maybe a little violet leaf. Kind of getting a little bit of a violet leaf smell. There's a familiarity to this, and I can't pinpoint what it is. It's reminding me of something. Very fresh, very versatile scent. I don't know what the dry down is going to smell like. We'll get to that. But as far as my first impressions on it, yeah, it's starting to change a little bit. Almost kind of like a pink pepper. I feel like I'm getting a little bit of pink pepper in this. Like I said, I haven't looked at the website. I have not the slightest clue what notes are in these fragrances other than Arabian Oud. Obviously has oud. Yeah, this has a slight powderiness to it. It's very fresh in the opening, and it has a little sharpness to it. I'm attributing to it being a violet leaf. It smells like violet leaf to me. God, it smells very good. I can see why they called this one Signature. This smells very versatile. Can be dressed up, dressed down. Yeah, that's got to be some pink pepper. So what I'm thinking I'm smelling so far is some lavender. Can't tell what type of citrus. There's a citrus freshness to it. Soapy lavender. I'm smelling some violet leaf and some pink pepper. Am I right? Am I wrong? I don't know. That's just what it smells like to me. And there's definitely a woody undertone. There's definitely some type of wood in here. It smells very good though. Gotta say, I can't wait to really dive into this. I'm going to give it a full wearing, and I'm going to do full reviews on all of these. But so far, Signature, treasure. Yeah, I'm digging that. So I guess the test strips are out. So next we'll mix it up. We're going to go with his Arabian Oud, his Oud. We'll try that out right here on my wrist. Big old sprays at an angle. There's definitely rose in here with this oud. This does have a skankiness to it for sure. This is a slight, not slight, a little more than slight medicinal. Yes, it's a medicinal opening. I'm definitely getting some rose. I don't say like a saffron type of warmth, maybe. But definitely very medicinal in the opening. This smells like it's going to dry down to a warm spice. Not unwearably skanky, but medicinal for sure. It's got kind of that pencil shaving vibe going for it. This smells much more wearable than I initially anticipated. Yeah, I'm digging that too. It's not really oud season, so I'll have to test this sooner than later because it's getting warmer. It's in the mid 80s today here in Houston. So yeah, I'm digging that. It's getting better and better as it dries. It's getting woodier and woodier. I'm gonna have to look into the notes on this one. Arabian oud, treasure. I like it. I'm digging that. Signature's got to have some violet leaf. It smells like some violet leaf. And next, well, last, it's gonna be Alpha number 1. So let's see what this is all about. Big old spray on my hand. Give it a few seconds. Get rid of that alcohol. I'm sure it's a high oil concentrate. I don't know if it's an extrait de parfum concentration or an eau de parfum. Alpha number 1 is a citrus aromatic. It has an aquatic vibe right off the top. This has almost got a slight bubblegumness to the opening. Not a straight up Invictus bubblegum, but a light bubblegum opening. This is reminding me of a lot of citrus aquatics, aromatic aquatics. This one's a little bit more generic. This one's definitely going to be the one that gets the generic tag, but it's mass appealing for sure. It's an aquatic fragrance, so it's going to smell good. People are going to think you smell good. What's the performance like? That's going to be what can separate it. Yeah, I can't really distinguish anything outside of maybe some grapefruit. I think I'm picking up a little bit of grapefruit. And definitely some C notes. There's definitely some watery notes or C notes. It's more C notes because it's got that salty marine quality, kind of giving that Aqua de Jo type of vibe. But bluer than that. Bluer than Aqua de Jo. This is undoubtedly an aromatic aquatic blue type of fragrance for sure. This is going to be the one that gets the generic tag, Alpha number 1. But I will tell you, it smells really good. It's very pleasing to the nose. Very, very watery. Very, very marine. Alpha number 1, treasure. So I say treasures because upon my initial impressions, they all smell really good to me. They all remind me of something. They don't, straight up smell like clones. I'm not saying anything like that until I do some further testing and maybe it'll hit me for comparisons. But I will say Alpha number 1 is for sure a mass appealing aquatic blue fragrance. It's kind of giving the Polo Blue vibe now as it's starting to dry. It's kind of smelling a little similar to Polo Deep Blue Parfum, if you will. Like there's a greenness to it. Probably some ambroxan, maybe a little bit of cypress. It's definitely got a sharpness. There's definitely some ambroxan in here. There's no doubt in my mind as it's starting to dry. Because there's still a good oil slick on my hand. I don't know if you can see it. That smells really good. I gotta say, it's gonna get the generic tag, but it does smell really good. Signature definitely is named correctly of the 3. It's kind of giving a Burberry touch type of vibe. Violet leaf, a little bit of citrus up top, woody dry down, a little powdery. Doesn't smell exactly like Burberry touch, but it's giving off a similar vibe to Burberry touch. Now that it's really starting to dry down and the olfactory is really starting to work a little harder. And in that, Arabian oud is definitely giving off a smokiness, maybe a guaiac wood or an incense, I'm not sure, but it's got a tar-like smokiness. Definitely some saffron, oud, and rose. The rose is not heavy though, it's more wood than rose. I gotta tell you, I'm digging all 3 of them. I absolutely cannot wait to do some further testing. Mo, Scent Nation, I appreciate you sending these out to me. I will jump on the testing as soon as I can, really and truly. It'll probably be later in the week. I'll do some further testing. But I got to say, my initial impressions on these, they're all 3 treasures. Solid effort. right out the gate for starting up your fragrance house. Darna, I'm very excited. I'm going to have to go back and look at the website and see if you got any note breakdowns or scent profiles to see how close I was with some of these distinguishing notes that I'm getting. The vibes are the vibes. What I'm smelling is what I'm smelling. Yeah, that's kind of smelling like Polo Deep Blue Parfum. Not as sharp, but there's definitely ambroxan in here and C notes. Man, good stuff. But until next time, guys, do me a real quick favor. Go ahead and like, comment, subscribe. I do appreciate all the feedback. I love hearing from you guys. Who has tried these so far? Very excited to have these. I know he said he was sending them out to me. I didn't get any tracking, so I didn't think anything of it in the last couple of days. Kind of slipped my mind. I knew they were coming, just wasn't sure when. So that's why there's another video today, kind of impromptu first impressions. Figured we'd do a trash or treasure. Be looking out for the full reviews on all of these. Probably going to do the Arabian Oud first, then Signature, then Alpha number 1. And until next time, I will say, if you get your hands on any of these and you give them a spray, who knows? You might just thank me later. Have a good one, guys.